You already know God got a blessing for you. You know that. You already know God got a blessing for you, man. You can guarantee that. You can put that in your pipe and smoke it. Check this out. I'm so thankful for another day. Thankful for another wonderful day. It was so much stuff throughout my week that told me that I was going to take off and I wasn't going to do this. I got about 30 or 40 of them in and I'm straight. I think I'm going to just pray about it and let them marinate on it. But I started thinking in a carnal mind and forgot that I'm just being obedient to what God gave me. I got to do what God has told me to do. I got to be obedient to his word and understand that man, I ain't got, listen, check this out. I'm gonna just read it, man. A lot of people quote great stuff, so I'm gonna read something. This ain't no quote, this is out the Bible right here. It say Jeremiah, 1st chapter, 4th and 5th verse. It say, then the word came to me saying, this is what God told Jeremiah. Then the word of the Lord came to me saying, before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I sanctified you. I ordained you as a prophet. You a prophet to the nations. Check this out. This is what I'm saying this because you have to understand that when you live your life throughout life, it's gonna be some situations that just don't make sense to you. Like you just know you don't even rock like that. Like it don't matter what you're doing, it's just something that just don't make sense to you. And it divides you from who you are compared to who everybody else is. And you'll stand out and it don't make sense. Like you're a peculiar person because for the simple fact that you're not the person who everybody else is. And it might not make sense because what they doing don't make sense. When I hustled, the hustle that everybody else was doing wasn't making sense to me. It didn't make sense because it wasn't what God had intended for me. It said right here, Jeremiah said, the word came from the Lord. The word came from the Lord. The Lord said it. Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. What you got to understand, he knew he knew at this point in time, right now today, that you would be sitting right where you are. But the thing about it is, your process ain't even over. Because it goes on to say right here that I ordained you a prophet to the nation. See, everybody has a nation inside them. Women have kids. They make new creations. So that's their nation coming out of them. Men, we the one who sow the seeds. So we make many nations amongst people because anybody you come in contact with, the person that you come in contact with when you speak something to that person, it's all on how they receive it to where they take it to. So you got to understand that before you was even come out the womb, man, before your mama and your dad got to doing whatever they were doing, whatever happened, before it, God already knew. He already knew that you were going to be in a position. You were made for his purpose, his workmanship, his righteousness. I'm talking about it don't matter what you're going through. Because see, a lot of times, we get caught up in what the person has going on. Like, ain't no way. I was a drug dealer and a drug addict. And in all that, everybody thought whatever they want to think about me. But when I knew I was too high or I knew I wasn't in the right mind, I would say, Lord, please bring me back. Bring me back out of that mindset because I know even in all my wrongs and even all my evil and even all the intents that I had to do what I want to do to make myself feel like I'm okay, getting back high or going out here making this money, I always knew that I'm rooted in what God has something in my heart, and it's always been there. It's always been there, and it's just, it goes the same way for anybody who listening because if you think back, it don't matter what you're doing right now. It don't matter if you're doing something wrong with something right now. In the back of your mind, you know that God has a specific calling on your life for something. You might not supposed to be no preacher or no reverend or something. You might just be a giver. And you might be in your mind and you thinking, you know what? I need to bless somebody today because God has put me in this position that I need to do something for somebody. Or you might be an exalting person where you just go and you able to go exalt somebody because they doing better than they were last year. because they might need to hear that from you, because you're the person who they may look up to you to and they going through something and they made it through it, and then you pull up on me and say, man, hey, listen, you doing good, man. You doing good. I see your process. I see what you going through. I see what you working on. You doing good. And that can ignite something in an individual. So, man, listen, it will ignite something so special, because you got to understand, everybody has an outlook of who you are. I don't care who you are. Career, vet. Everybody got an outlook on who you are. Everybody think they know who Vet is or Miss Walker. Everybody think they know who CT is. Everybody think they know who Chris is. Everybody has an opinion. It's 1,000 opinions that's gonna come about each and every individual. But to know yourself, you have to know yourself, and you know that deep down inside, what God's telling you is what you should stick by. You should fight for that, because it's just a little small thought back there right now. And then you go to church on Sunday, or you hear a word, like you say your boy Chris over here talking, or somebody might say something, or you reeling, you scrolling, and you see something real, like Pastor Mike or Philip Anthony, or somebody say something real good. In your spirit, you like, ooh, that was a good word right there. That was a good word. It was so good. Well, let me think about that for a minute. And this is what I need you to think about right now. Before I formed you, this is what he said, man. Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Man, you know God know he know your heart. He know all your intentions. The really crazy part, it was way before you even got here. I'm 43. 43 and a half years ago, 6 months before I even evolved. Because see, what you got to understand, my mama too was tired. She wasn't supposed to have no more children. So 9 months before I even evolved, God said, oh, it's something that I got to do for you, Miss Philly. It's something else I got to do, because my work ain't done yet. And through all of whatever you've been going through, or whatever you done made it through, you have to understand and know that he knew you. He knew each and every fiber of your being would be blessed by him. And it's some stuff that it take a little bit longer to get to what we're trying to get to, but your purpose will be fulfilled. I promise you, man. I'm so thankful for just being able to come and sit down in this little classroom today. I ain't got nobody watching, there ain't nobody listening. I'm good. And if you send me a comment or something like that, or anything and I didn't get back with you, it's because I had to cut my social media off, because we ain't supposed to have that. So I cut it off, and I come back to do this because I owe God this. And I owe God this. I just know, because, man, listen, man, hard fought. I'm talking about many a nights I sat and I begged not to go through this, not to have to fight, not to have to go back to prison, not to do drugs. I begged for these things, but yet I continue to do these things, not knowing that he was going to make a way for me to change, and it was going to be the only way. It ain't but one way for him to make a way for you, and your way is different. You probably ain't got to go to prison 6 times, huh? You probably ain't got to go to prison 6 times. You probably ain't got to lose a brother, a uncle, a cousin. You ain't got to lose no. It's some stuff, cars, clothes. It's some stuff that you're going to have to go through that only is made for you. It's only made for you. Now, in Romans, oh my God, look at him. Check this out. I got it. Because I be trying to give y'all what's on my heart. And I got to go here. It's Romans 8 chapter. 30 verse. Check this out. Hope. Check this out. It's this heat right here. Check this out. I think it's 30. More over. 8, Romans. 8, 30. Y'all got to give me a, okay. Moreover. Yeah. Moreover, whom he predestined, these he also called. Hold up. He said, say he knew you. He just said he knew you before you was in the womb, right or wrong. And then, now this is what he told, man, come on, man. Check this out. He just told Jeremiah 1,000 years before this, a 1,000 years before this, Jeremiah had the thought, and God told him, God said, when I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you was even formed in the womb, I knew you. And then when Paul was sending a letter to Rome 1,000 years later, this thing came back so evident. Look, check this out. He said, in verse 8, he writing to the Romans in the 30th verse of the 8th chapter, he said, moreover, more than anything else, whom he predestined, these he also called. He ain't just hit you up. He ain't just, nah, it wasn't that calling. It's that one, that thing I just told you in the back of your mind, what you be like, Lord, I got to do something for the Lord today, because he done blessed me. He got me in a position, and it ain't even about your position. He woke you up today. He got you able to stand up on your feet. He got you able to hold your chest out. He got you able to feed your kids. He got you in a position right now where some stuff that you worried about last year or the year before that, you ain't got to worry about it no more. It's some stuff in your heart right now, and some position that last year, whatever you was at last year. Man, look at, check this out. Check this out. That man say, moreover. Verse 30, it said, moreover, whom he predestined, these he also called. Whom he called, hold on, it was predestined, and then it was called. So the calling already on your life, and it's on your life. Then once the calling on your life, this is what happened. Check it out now. It say, then he called, hold up, he called, and he said, and after he called, he justified you. So do you not know what justified? Justified means you've been justified. So this is for you. This is for you. See, this part right here is for you. This is the justification. This what makes you what I have brought you to be, because you made it through this one. And this is part, and it was under his process, because it was already predestined. It got called. It's been called on your life. And you know that when you was going through that hard fought situation and you couldn't even bear, you didn't want what was going to happen. You could not stand what was about to come next. The issue that was before you, you couldn't handle it. And you know you couldn't handle it. You say, God, good. I can't handle it. It's that when you got to that position right there, this is when you were justified. And then it says right here, and whom he justified, these he also glorified. See, you missed that. You missed that because you just don't understand that God glorifies you. You got to understand, because see, he predestined you. Then he called you. So predestined, he already knew this was going to happen. It was predestined. But then he put the calling on you. So once the calling got on you, as the calling got, up in. Hey, once the calling got on you, he said the calling was on you. And then, but you were still going through this stuff, and you still trying to make it through this stuff, and then you made it through it, and that's a justification. So that's when it got justified that, oh yeah, he stamped. I can promise you, when you get stamped and somebody stamp you or justify you, then it makes more sense. Because see, you can't just go somewhere and just pull up and don't nobody know who you is. You got to have some kind of justification. You got, even, I hate to use this situation, but it apply to me. When you come to a prison or a jail, when you get there, it's a couple things they want to know. When somebody, they feel you out first because they watching you. They watching. They don't know you got that calling on you. They watching you. And then they be like, hey, bro, what you is? Because they waiting on you to identify what you are made up of. Either you're going to be a gang member, you're going to be from the country, from the city, or you're going to be from a small town, or you're going to be from up north or something like that. You're going to be, it don't matter. It's going to be from up out the way or something like that. But it's an identification that's made. So therefore, once you've been identified, they say, okay, now, oh yeah, buddy from Rockdale. Oh yeah, but he was at such and such. Or, oh, buddy from the country. So they find all the people who from the country because that justifies you. And then they go find the people from the country and ask about that so they know who you are. And then they put that with the actions that they see in you. So you got called on, and then you get justified. And then once you get justified, what did it say? Once you've been justified, it said he also glorifies. See, God put that calling on you. He put that calling in your life. It's something on your heart. It's something that pricks your heart each and every day. Even when you, check this out, even when you go to church every Sunday or whatever you're doing spiritually, and you praying and you fasting and you able to provide and you making it through all your trials and your tribulations and you going through all that. When you're going through all that and you making it through all that and it's doing good and you giving glory and you doing that, you are being glorified by God. Check this out. I don't even think you believe. You don't even believe that God glorifies you. As much as you glorify God, he glorifies you. He glorifies you so much that he woke you up another day. So you can continue to keep showing yourself approved. Man, what the world? Listen, bro. What's this? I just see. God, listen, check this out. Where we at? 1st, 2nd Timothy. Where's I'm not the. Check this out. And so after you done got justified, and then you done been glorified, God glorifying you. Watch this. This is what's so amazing. In 1 Timothy, bro. Timothy was one. I like Timothy. He was a great apostle. Timothy say, this is what Timothy said. Timothy wrote this in the 4th chapter, 1 Timothy, 4th chapter, 15th verse. It said, meditate on these things. Give yourself entirely to them. Once you start doing some stuff and you working on some stuff, check this out. I always refer back to this because it's been a part of my life. But if you always doing something, especially if you got an old lady, and you always do this certain thing, and then something changes, the first thing she gonna say, what? Why you did this? What? Or you do something your mama or somebody who you really know good, and you do something out of the ordinary. You ain't been getting high, you ain't been doing this, or you ain't, and then all of a sudden, your system changes, and you don't do the same thing you always do. It's gonna be two things they refer to: either you're doing something wrong, or something changed, and we need to figure out what it is, because it might be something wrong, or it might be you changing to get better. You know what I'm saying? So right here, he says, meditate on these things. Give yourself entirely to them. So when you're doing good and you're doing great, you got to meditate on them things. You got to know what greatness God has put in your life, the things he's bearing upon you, the things he's giving you, because as he's giving them to you, and you're bringing glory to what he's giving you, he's bringing glory to you. And he's signifying you and stamping you because you've been so great in his eye that you're getting better and better. And there's some stuff gonna come in front of you, and you be like, man, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. And you just keep pushing because you ain't got to worry about that thing no more. You ain't got to worry about that no more because that ain't part of you no more. It's a pile of heat. It's a heap of pile of trash back there just smoking. It's over with. That's done. It's some stuff I ain't even got to think about. When I go in the store nowadays and I see all these women and all this stuff going on, I don't even have to figure out if I want to look at one of them women. I just keep pushing because I know I ain't got that going on. I ain't got no game no more. Nothing. I ain't got no lie to tell. I can't keep up with it. It's just a waste. So things, when it's going on and you get to understand it, it says right here, man, I got to read out the word. I hate to try to, listen, check this out. It says right here, you got to give yourself entirely to them that your progress be made evident. Man, look here. It's a folk who gonna talk to you this week, probably tomorrow, probably tonight. They gonna be like, man, you ain't used to be like that. Or they gonna tell somebody. They ain't gonna tell you that's how they do it. They can't tell you. They gonna tell somebody, man, Fat's lying. Man, I don't know what he got going on. That boy, you know, he a good liar, because I was a good liar. But that boy a good liar. It's some stuff I still ain't uncovered because I still be fighting against my flesh. But I got to work on it because I have to continue. I got to continue entirely in them because my progress got to be evident. It got to make sense. Because when it's evident, they bring evidence against you to prove you wrong. Now you got to have the evidence to prove that you right now. It got to be some evidence right now to prove that. But who that is? Philip. What's up, Philip? Crick. Biddy. It's some evidence, bro. It's some evidence. It's some evidence that has to be shown where people get to changing their thoughts about you. And they get to changing the way they talk about you. Because one thing I know, people are always going to talk about you. I don't care who you are. They can be Christian, they can be Hebrew, they can be liars, they can be cheaters, they can be the doctors, lawyers. People are always going to have something to say. Now, sometimes it might just be all good because they don't speak that bad of you. You know what I'm saying? People are always going to, it's always going to be something said about everybody. Somebody going to say something about you. When you doing bad, they gonna say something about you. When you doing good, they gonna say something about you. Because it's in people's nature. It's in people's nature to talk upon or about an issue or something. More people watch news than anybody in the dang world because they're listening for some news about something. Either they trying to learn or they just knows it. You understand what I'm saying? So it's always gonna be something said about you. So let that evidence that they're using about you be proved evidence so it's not false no more. When they say, shoot, boy, that boy Chris, he called himself doing, man, listen, I don't call myself nothing. I don't call myself nothing because I'm still filthy rags. I don't call myself nothing, but everything I do, I glorify the God in. I give God the glory because ain't no way this old pot belly, little fat boy with the dimples and the little waves in his head, ain't no way that I'm lifting myself up on nothing. Because I'm nothing. All I am is a servant of the Most High, and I'm trying to give him everything I got. And each and every week, each and every day, he'll peel off a little bit more and take a little bit of that flesh, and he'll start putting that heart in there. And some things don't make sense to you. And when it ain't making sense, you sit back and say, Lord, I trust in you. I trust in you, God. I trust in you. Whatever evil or intent you have against a brother or somebody, something like that, it's some stuff going on inside of you that you can't quite conquer right now. It's a sin of the flesh you can't quite conquer right now. But I promise you, in the name of Jesus, it's going to come a time when you're able to conquer it. Just continue to keep working on it. Keep giving God the glory. Because I promise you right here, it says, First Timothy, fourth chapter, 15 verse. 1 Timothy, 4th chapter, 15 verse. It says, meditate on these things. Give yourself entirely to them, that your progress may be made evident to all. Your progress is going to be made evident to everybody. But you don't have nothing to prove. Because while you're trying to prove something, you'll mess up. So you just continue in what you're doing. Continue in your faith. Continue in your worship. Continue in your prayer life. Continue to read. And all these things that open up like the Red Sea, gonna part. All those issues that you used to worry about, the hackling and all the other stuff and all the evil spirit, they don't make no sense no more. Yeah. Sidestep that. Keep pushing. Keep pushing, because all you're doing is taking in more of the spirit and dying to the flesh. You're taking in more of the spirit and dying to the flesh. Oh, this ain't going right. Oh, man, I ain't worried about that. Hey, listen, it's only two positions. It's only two positions that you'll ever be in life. Two. I learned this today, and it was so edifying. Two positions you're going to ever be in life. Either you're going to be getting up or you're going to be up. Huh? Cause you ain't never down, never again. You ain't. The boy say either you up, it's good, or you gonna be getting up. It was a little stump, get back up, huh? Either you gonna be getting back up, or you up. You ain't gonna never be down ever again, huh? Never again. Lock in, locked and loaded. Stay focused on what God got for you each and every day. Take you a little scripture, read one, find you one. You don't do nothing else. Find you a scripture. Read something, man. Open your mornings up to God, man. And what I did today, I asked you to try it, man. You don't answer your phone. You don't talk to nobody for about 3-4 hours. You just spend some time with the Lord. Don't open your phone up, put it up. Don't listen to no music. Go outside. Go somewhere. Get away from your family, your friends, everybody. Go get close to God. Go look at him. Go talk to him. Because he out there. You can go out there and look at them trees. God right there. Go out there. Get away from everybody else. Your kids, your girlfriend, your wife. Go get away from everybody else, especially the men of God. Go get away from everybody else. And stand and ask God to come into your heart and say, Lord, I don't know where I've been messing up at. I don't know what I got right, Lord, but continue. Work on me, Lord. And ask him to open it. Get inside your heart. Fight with you. Fight with you, because I promise you, every day, it can get better, get worse, man. But as long as you got God, it's always going to be okay. It's always going to be okay. Huh? Yes, sir. All right, Biddy. I love you, man. I love you. Man, y'all hold your head, man. Hey, listen. But listen, I'm telling you, man, it can always get worse, man. But it ain't. But listen, as long as you get that test done, as long as you in your testing, that moaning you doing, you ain't gonna be no real. You ain't got nothing to worry about. You moaning right now because you going through your little test. But at the end, it's gonna be a test of moaning. Yeah, man. Keep doing it, man. Y'all hold your head. I love y'all. Right there. Type 8. Tie up. Hey, what's up? Hey. So with that being said, man, I love y'all, man. Continue to lift your head up, man. Listen, I told you 2 positions. Y'all remember that. It's only 2 positions you're going to ever be in. You're going to either be up or you're going to be getting up. We ain't down ever again.